everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this edition of Now in ENC. And I am super excited about our guest for today. Hello, Deacon. How are you?
I'm well, and I hope you are.
I am. So, I am curious about something that came across our news desk email last night, and it's about an event that's happening today at I always get this wrong. Tryon Palace? Is that the name of the place?
Correct.
Okay, so can you please tell me, first of all, tell me a little bit about the event, and then we'll get more into how you're involved.
Saint Joseph Catholic School and Church was merged together with St. Paul Catholic Church and School in the mid-1960s. So after that happened in 1983, Tryon Palace bought the old St. Joseph property and had been using it as a carpenter shop. It was a place to stage their events and their furniture and things of that nature. So now Tryon Palace has gotten their full usage of it now. They want to renovate it and allow some nonprofit to utilize that facility as some kind of way to help the New Bern community. And so this evening there's going to be an event hosted by Bill McCrae, who is the director of Tryon Palace. And he's going to speak on the possible future uses of that building and try to ask the audience and attendants what their ideas may be to use that facility for. A lot of money has to be spent to bring it up to where it needs to be. They've already spent $800,000 pointing the brick on the outside, pushing up the exterior. Now they have 1.3 million to do the inside, which is not enough money at all. So as time moves forward, they're trying to find a way to use that property to serve the nonprofits and our that's way forward. And the community has been given a chance to have some input on how that unfolds.
I was gonna ask you my next question. Was gonna be what are some of your own ideas about what could be how that space could be
So,
used?
my first idea would be that this was called St. Joseph Catholic School Church back since 1887. And so this is the year when St. Joseph has been named by our Pope as the year of St. Joseph. And also, too, there is no Catholic high school in New Bern. It used to be one called St. Joseph, which eventually became the Gaston Catholic High School. So now it will be serendipitous if we can come back to the point where that place becomes St. Joseph High School again, and have a local Catholic high school in New Bern.
There's a lot of input. Am I correct about what's happening at tonight's event? There are a lot of different voices that are going to be heard tonight. But is this a call to the community for their own ideas, or what else? Or is this more kind of these are the ideas that we have, and whichever one seems to have the most support is the one that will be kind of taken up?
It's a call to the community.
Okay.
They don't know. It's pretty courteous of them to try to find out what we would like to see happen to that property. And then we expect there to be lots of voices there speaking on what their ideas may be. I don't think we can go wrong in this way of trying to decide what's happening with that property.
And so what's the historic significance behind this property? Because from my understanding, it's pretty central to New Bern.
In 1887, Father Thomas Frederick Price came to New Bern and started a Catholic church and school and houses on Bern Street here in New Bern. A few years later, they actually built a church here. They want to try to find a way to bring young Catholic boys and girls into the Catholic faith and give them a chance to not be in the slave mentality they were in and move into the future. So throughout the decades, it became St. Joseph High School. They have another priest called Father Julian Endler, who was a great person in that sequence of priests who came through here. And so now we're at the point where in the 60s, when they merged together during the middle of the civil rights episode of our history here in New Bern and the country. And then what happened was at that point, St. Joseph, the minority parish, became, I guess I would say, a place for Tryon Palace to use their own ways to stage furniture, to property shopping, that makes sense. We merged together into one church, the St. Paul Catholic Church, and then we moved to the country club area of New Bern after that happened. So at this point, there is, it's kind of like turnabout, fair play. I think that if it comes back to being St. Joseph Parish again, it will reunite what was before to what can be used now.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon on this lovely June, the first day of June, summer day. So I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me today. And to everyone out there who is in New Bern or who wants to be involved with what's happening with this piece of property, can you give us the details about where this meeting will be? It'll be tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. Where is the exact location again?
It's on the 300 block of Burn Street, BRN Burn Street.
Okay.
And it will be from 5 to 7 p.m. The way it's going forward is that Bill McCray will speak, and he will ask us to give our ideas. I'm assuming that's how he's going to do it, but I haven't seen his, how he's going to run the meeting at that point. But I'm anticipating he will ask us lots of questions as to what we want. And he tells us what possibilities may be in this area. So I don't know how it's going to unfold either, but I'm anticipating something that's going to be very good.
Okay, well, it is a beautiful evening to head out there and be in New Bern. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Now in ENC. And as always, we'll see you next week. All right, bye.